Hello, everybody. Welcome to a new GameItAll.com E3 2019.
We finally made it. We are here at
Lovely den of coziness.
yeah. So
We're not in LA. We're still in.
yeah, we are still up north in Canada.
Yeah.
But yes, E3 is upon us. It is starting officially today. Press conferences and all that other stuff. Yesterday we did have EA, so we're going to talk a bit about what we saw at EA yesterday. Yay.
And of course, there's been other news that has been leaked with like THQ.
Yeah, THQ Nordic had a big couple days on Twitter. They showed off 3 games that they're releasing. They announced 3 games, so it's awesome.
Oh,
Excited
yeah.
for that. So what do you want to start with first?
Well, let's start with EA because I think that's the one that's most prominent here. Like, especially they took time to actually do a conference of some sort.
It was interesting because literally you got half an hour for each thing that they were announcing. So you got an entire half hour for Star Wars. They gave us an entire half hour for just Star Wars, and then Apex, and then so on and so forth. Which was a good thing to give you a good taste of what they were planning and what they were doing. It wasn't just a short teaser trailer and that was it. Kind of like with fucking Anthem 2 years ago, and we were like, "What the hell is this?"
Agreed. Yeah.
So we had a good in-depth look at what they were doing. So they started with
They did start with Star Wars. They had Respawn heads come out.
Yep.
And
the heads of the project for Star Wars.
The head of the company, really.
Yeah.
Vince Zappa. And yeah, so they came out and we got to see 15 minutes of uncut
of
gameplay.
Actual gameplay
And
of.
It wasn't just an edited gameplay. This was somebody actually playing who was a pro in the game.
Yeah.
He had time to
Actually get used to it.
I'm playing it. I'm going to show you how it is. Or really good at playing. And that's exactly what we got, and that's exactly what we need.
Yes.
And oh my fucking god, it was awesome.
It was like everything that I wanted from a Star Wars game.
Well, and one thing I was saying, like every time I saw something in this, I just kept going, it's Jedi Knight.
Yeah.
And
it was cool as fuck.
That is exactly what we need. We need a new Jedi Knight style game. And, Jedi Fallen Order is definitely going to be delivering that. There is a couple things, though, that they did mention. Like, the game is set after
Episode 3, when, Order 66 is literally obliterating every Jedi possible.
Exactly. So you have the Inquisitors coming in from the Jedi's Rebels series.
Yeah.
You have various other people. Factions and people. Saw Gerrera from Rogue One. I'm sure I slaughtered his name. I only saw his character a few times when I watched through. But, yeah, he's a prominent part in the story, apparently.
Yep.
And, yeah, it just looks so good. And on Kashyyyk, fighting, trying to rescue the
yeah, you're rescuing the Wookiees that were taken prisoner,
and just dealing massive damage to the
stormtroopers and the Empire, and it's just freaking awesome. And the technical aspects of the lightsaber and the lightsaber play, and also stopping with your powers and just being able to stop enemies and.
Oh, yeah.
With the Force, it's just freaking amazing.
Yeah, so
I mean, the little bit I've seen, which was priceless, was he slowed down one of the laser rifle bullet,
yes,
and then took one of the stormtrooper and just kind of shoved the bullet in
shoved
him.
them into the line of fire.
So, best part of that, when the guy showed it to them that they could do that, they were like, "We're keeping that in, and you have to show that one way or not. Just has to be."
Well, yeah, because it was cool.
It sold me on the game 100%.
Yeah, and also
I was already I'm there. I want this game
because it's a single player EA Star Wars game. Like, what?
Yes.
Also, they did show some classic Respawn stuff of wall running. And I'm like, yeah, that's classic Titanfall. And just some of the smaller things, like just little details, felt super Titanfall-ish. Star Wars. And I'm like, that's cool. That's cool. But yeah. It looks pretty damn freaking good.
We are going to get more at Microsoft. We did hear, they did confirm that. And they were playing it on the 360, or not
on the Xbox One X, yes.
They're playing it on the One S and
X.
And it looks amazing, so definitely something to look forward to.
Yes, I'm very intrigued to get more of it, and I'm excited to play it. But yeah, November 15th. I'm very excited for it.
Same day as Pokemon.
Same day as Pokemon. Because
Nintendo already wins.
Yeah, Nintendo just came in and...
Sorry,
but
EA. You're doing right, EA.
Yeah, you're doing right, but I have a feeling that 2 weeks after the game comes out, it's going to drop half price, and then I'm going to be able to pick it up for $40. Yeah. So,
that sucks for them.
Yeah.
Like it is. It
I
is
like
the Star Wars game we always wanted.
Well, and I like Respawn as a company. They're an awesome freaking company. It's just
they keep getting screwed when it comes to stuff coming out.
They keep releasing at the worst possible time because something else comes out that's like, oh my god, real Pokemon on the TV.
It's like
Yep,
exactly. Came out at a horrible time, and now you can find Titanfall 2 at the dollar store for $4. Oh, could we ask his opinion about lightsabers?
We're good.
What did you think about the weight of the lightsaber? How did it feel?
It was nifty.
No internet hate. So yeah, that was Star Wars. After that, they had Respawn again.
Yep. Respawn came back out for Apex Legends.
Their other game that's super successful.
So they showed more of the Season 1 content.
The end of Season 1 and the beginning of Season 2.
Yeah, and Season 2, of course, they showed the new legend that's coming out.
Yeah, because so they're adding a 10th legend, which, what was her name? Watson.
Hey, it's spelled W-A-O-N, which is a pun on her name because she has electricity powers by setting up an electric fence.
And also, she has the little clap animation.
She
has the clap animation.
The clap animation was adorable. The little...
Yeah, but it's weird. It's just...
That was adorable. But yeah, so she's going to be in that. There's a whole backstory with her, and apparently this is what they're going to start moving towards, like a story within it.
Well, yeah. They're going to try to do like the whole lore thing is Legends.
Yeah, and League of Legends, much stuff like that.
Well, yeah, and her whole deal is her father built the arena.
Yeah.
So she essentially grew up in the arena.
And apparently she's like the little sister to all the
other legends, and everyone knows her and everyone likes her.
Even the ones that hate everybody like her. So it's...
So what you're saying is she's made out of daddy's money, and everybody has to like her by default or they get kicked out.
Pretty much.
Yeah, exactly.
So they showed that off. They showed us some of her abilities of like essentially kind of like building barriers, electrified barriers.
Yeah, I think they said something around 12 or then a higher number like that.
Yeah, you could do 12 different
nodes, and it would
fence barrier things.
And every time you link, like if somebody goes through it, it not only gives them a little bit of damage, it also pings them. So you could set up like a entrapment base where, you know, the minute that somebody walks in, they're pinged.
You'll know where they are.
And you know where they are. You can just start picking them up. And
was it a big buff?
It's pretty buff.
Almost.
So it's pretty cool. What else?
I know there's a disgust animation to throw it, which was amazing.
Maybe that's the buff.
That's probably the buff right there.
So what else was? Oh yeah, there was a new weapon.
Well, Centurion's gun is. Oh, but Luke just said it could Discuss the animation.
Discuss the animation. Toss it to the ground.
The team didn't detail what kind of improvements might be seen, but we can expect to find out when season launch.
Well then, the worst gun in the game is getting a buff.
Cool.
Worst gun in the history of first-person
Also,
shooters.
we are getting a new weapon from Titanfall in the game.
Yeah, the L-Star.
The L-Star looks freaking cool as fuck.
That gun was overpowered in Titanfall 2.
Yeah,
and
but
apparently...
they said that the gun is gonna be super overpowered, but it's only gonna be in drops and it's gonna have super limited ammo.
So it's gonna be a gold weapon.
Yeah, it's gonna be a gold weapon supply drop.
Are they gonna do something with Lifeline? When I was playing the game, the meta was force feed her ultimate packages 5 minutes of the match.
Likely. Oh no, actually the new character has a ultimate that got what that. But yeah.
Yeah. Season 2 is coming at some point in the next couple months, I'm guessing.
Yeah, let me get the exact date of that. Thing, but we'll come back to it.
So at some point in time, season 1 will finish, and then season 2 is gonna
start.
Take
It
its
will
place.
be in the next couple months,
and there'll be tons of new shit, and they'll be awesome.
There is a double XP weekend going on, so if you're playing Apex in between shit, definitely go get your experience point.
Yeah. So yeah, that was pretty much Apex.
Yeah, and then we had Battlefield. Battlefield 5.
Battlefield 5. They're really still supporting the game, which is a good thing.
Yeah.
It is. That is a very good thing.
After the launch of last year, it didn't do that well, and there was a lot of shittiness surrounding it with the price drop and everything else that was going on, and then people were playing other shit.
The game was legitimately. I've probably put about 100 hours into launch.
Yeah.
But it just wasn't. There was something. So but the nice thing is, the EA is still actively supporting the game.
Yes.
Compared to other games that have just
released and
is not really doing well.
Mario Party.
Yeah, Mario Party seems to have had too.
Well,
4 maps.
Every other first-party Nintendo title released on the Switch has been getting updates, except Mario Party. And let me tell you, the 4 boards get boring fucking quick.
After the first playthrough, they're boring.
Yeah.
Even during the first playthrough, they're boring.
Right.
It easily is the worst Super Mario Party, in my opinion. Worse than the Wii.
10 was horrendous.
And I say Super Mario Party is worse.
That's why I didn't buy it.
Oh, there you go, Melissa.
There you go, wife. We're gonna wait for the next one. So yeah, Battlefield 5. So they announced a ton of new maps.
Yeah.
Tons of new content. We're getting Chapter 5 coming soon.
Chapter 5 is in the fall. Chapter 4 is hitting June 27th.
Yes.
And there is going to be a couple really big maps coming.
Yes.
The first one was a map that's set in Greece.
Which looks really colorful.
It looks pretty.
It's very organic and just amazing looking.
Okay, actually, sorry, I missed the first one. The first one that they had was Al Sudan. Was this area that you had in the single player mission under No Flag.
Yes.
Which is a great mission. And that level is big. It's going to have lots of vehicle combat.
Oh, that's in the desert?
Yeah, that's in the desert. It's going to have airports. Pretty much this is the big...
Very reminiscent of, 1942.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's cool. And, it's quite the level.
And then the Marita map, which is the Greek village.
Yeah, it's a small Greek village, and it's shaped like a banana.
This one is more designed for the close combat.
CQB,
Yeah.
And it's a very vertical map as well.
And that's cool.
So it's going to be very interesting to see how that one's going to turn out.
Yeah.
So those were the two that they showed for, at least for
Chapter 4.
coming out.
And then the climb for your rank.
Oh yeah, of course.
So right now the cap is set to 50.
Yep.
They are adding a multiplier of 10 to that, so you can go all the way to 500 levels.
Nice, because I was 50 with the
And that's just
There
it.
you go.
That's usually the problem.
And so what was the reason to grind?
Yeah, it's like, what's the point of continuing to do anything? And so they're going to, now that they're adding more levels, there's going to be achievements along the way. So now you finish 50, you're going to go to 51, you're going to get something for finishing the first 50. Once you get to 100, over 100, you're going to get it again. And then once you get to 150, 200, and so on and so forth, you're going to get these, essentially,
Care packages, pretty much.
care packages that's like more cosmetic to say, hey, look at what I did.
Yeah.
I'm just sticking to the Japanese added in.
That
We're
is chapter
getting
5.
there.
And actually, that's perfect segue.
Yes.
Because yes, the Pacific Theater of War is coming out.
We're going back to Iwo Jima.
Yeah, Jima.
My
So-
only issue is 7.8 out of 10. Too much water.
Wrong.
Terrible joke about IGN. They rated it 7.10 cons.
Gotcha.
It's so jokingly was even added in the further Pokemon comment stuff when posting a picture and stuff on the board and stuff. That was one of the commenting.
Wow.
So yeah, they showed that off. This is a step back to their roots for Battlefield.
Oh yeah.
And it's awesome. And also they're going to be including weapons of the location and new vehicles and all that other fun stuff. So they're really bringing Battlefield into its own.
Exactly.
Good. Oh, and there was also the underground map.
Yes,
the
they
subway.
They teased that, and that looks like a lot of fun. It looks like it's
Battlefield 3.
It's a Battlefield 3 map remade for World War II.
Yes.
And yeah, it was one of the better Battlefield 3 maps. So I'm very
It was a great
interested to see
level.
how this is going to turn out.
Yeah, it was a great level in the game when you were fighting in the subways under France. Paris.
And yeah, so this is going to be back into Chapter 5,
Yep.
Which is set for the fall.
Yes. So more to come. I'm excited. So essentially that was
the important parts of the
Yeah,
show, because after that you got into
we got FIFA after that, and FIFA is FIFA. FIFA has not changed in.
It's soccer.
it's
soccer.
It's the yearly release.
FIFA and Madden, like they didn't really do anything major from what we could see.
No, it was.
They have these new abilities.
They
new
have
features
updated
that are-
rosters. That's a sports game every year. An
The-
updated roster.
Better thing was with FIFA, they did announce a spiritual return to Street.
Okay,
But
but still,
that's about it. That's the only thing. Like, unless you're a soccer fan or you're gonna you play FIFA or Madden a lot, which hey, there is an audience.
there is a huge
There's a
market
huge
for
audience.
FIFA. People love it.
You're not really
But nothing. The only real big changes year after year is the rosters. That's it. And then after that, after FIFA, they had Madden 2020, and then Madden's Madden. It hasn't changed. And the other thing after that was The Sims 4, a game that came out in 2014.
So, The Sims 4, the announcement for that was the Island Living expansion, which includes dolphins and mermaids.
Before we stray further away from the video game, the sports one, if they're making a spiritual successor to, FIFA Street, doesn't that mean we might see NHL hits soon? Because that was my favorite NHL games.
Yeah.
Oh, I wish.
Give me fucking NBA.
I wish, but you know what?
Or at least remaster it. I would buy that on the PS4.
Here's the problem. I worry about them doing that because they tried doing that
crap.
with what was it? One that was remaking NHL 95 in the actual NHL game for that year, and it did not work. It was awful. We played that. Like the mode that we were most excited for of that, and ugh, gross.
Well, yeah, or
So
they would try to redo it, and it would just become they do free to play, and it'd be some microtransaction bonanza.
I mean, like just like PS launch have with the other like black.
Yeah.
Oh, so the PS2 Classic on PS4.
Yeah, that's what.
Yeah, nobody does those anymore.
No, it's annoying.
It pisses me off because I actually got excited for that. Nothing.
But it's EA, and they have weird decision making. So things that we wish that we would have seen, but we didn't see.
So yeah, here's the thing. Ghost Games, guys that are behind Need for Speed.
Need for Speed now.
They said that there is a Need for Speed coming.
That's in development. That's coming this year, but they didn't show it off.
They didn't show it off. Other things that EA has announced is saying that there is a new game in Plants vs. Zombies that's coming. There's new Need for Speed. And also we know Dragon Age is coming, but that is also being worked on at this time, so that,
yeah, like Dragon Age,
we understand why that wasn't there.
We could potentially see something next year at E3, maybe, but I don't expect it next year. I think it's going to be 2021, probably.
I hope with Dragon Age they don't do Shadow of Mordor, where it's a single player where you can do microtransactions.
Everyone learned how bad that turned out.
Yeah, but it's BioWare.
I mean,
not see Anthem?
Single player transactions aren't necessarily an issue. Take Burnout Paradise, for example. They had the Time Saver pack, just unlocks you all the vehicles right away. It's nice for people that don't have the time and just want to play with the cars they want, for example.
It's true.
But
like I'm thinking Odyssey. Assassin's Creed Odyssey. I'm fairly sure they had nerfed the XP so that you would buy the one to make normal XP progression.
But it didn't feel that grindy. Like
I didn't.
I enjoyed it. I put 130 hours into the thing, and I platinumed the bastard, so it wasn't that bad. But other than that, like, I didn't feel like I needed the XP boost. It was just I was playing it just to play it. But it really all depends on how they do Dragon Age 4. Because complete shit show, not looking too good for BioWare.
Now, okay, so that covered pretty much EA.
Yeah, that was EA.
In general, it wasn't... The way that they were doing it wasn't bad, but we could have had more.
Yeah, they could have showed off more. I enjoyed the format of having half-hour chunks for each thing.
But at the same time, like, the games that you choose. Like, yes, it made sense for Star Wars. But you do have these other things that we know you have in development that could have maybe benefited more than, say, The Sims 4 or Madden.
Yeah, well,
not Madden, because Madden and stuff, like I said, they're big sellers, so it makes sense.
Yeah, like, they could have cut it down for Battlefield and also Apex to like 15 minutes each. Just condensed it, and then they could have had a Need for Speed block.
Yeah.
Or something, I don't know.
Reveals, like they should have revealed something.
Yeah, like they
And that's
should have
the thing.
announced something big, something new. Because
to build hype around.
yeah, because like okay, showing off Dragon Age, they didn't have to show it because they showed it off last year.
Like,
So they could have just went, okay, yeah, we're still working on that, whatever. But they should have showed off something new and said, hey, this is the next big thing that we're working on, or something.
exactly.
Because EA owns a shitload of studios, and the only new thing that they showed was Star Wars, but we had a preview a couple weeks ago. So, but EA, it was okay.
So, next we had
THQ Nordic.
THQ. So this week came out with 3 announcements.
Yes, so in the past like 2 years, THQ Nordic has been buying literally everything left and right.
Oh, yeah.
They're becoming a force in the, can we call it AA publishing?
You know what? I'm willing to go with that because the games they release
Because they're not full price titles. They're these awesome weird titles.
Yeah.
So are we talking like Double D publishing, like Devolver Digital?
But
That's
no,
bad.
that was awful.
But it's not.
But they're not indies.
Yeah,
That's the
they're
thing.
not indie
They're-
titles because you're still gonna find a physical release, and it's still, you know,
It's still priced like at least $50.
It's between $40 to $50, and they do a lot of remasters because we had the Saints Row,
remastered.
Well, no, that was whatchamacallit.
No, that's still THQ. THQ
Well, yeah, but
right?
that was Red Faction, yeah.
Yeah, Red Faction.
Not
The Definitive
so bad.
Collection. War Mastered.
Yeah.
And Destroy All Humans 1 and 2 on
Yes.
PS2 Classics.
They did right. PS2 Classics.
Yeah.
We just said none of people do it.
Which they did, and then they're doing something else. But the 3 games.
Yeah, okay. So for 3 days they announced a game for each day on Twitter.
Yeah. So the first one was a big surprise.
Yeah,
honestly.
came from left field.
Yeah, because I'm not sure. I know people talked about the game.
But it came from left fucking field, and I was like,
No
what?
one expected a remaster of this, which is SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom. Which I'm gonna say of the SpongeBob games is one of the better ones.
Well, and it's THQ being weird at the moment, but that's fine.
That
All the power to
really.
them.
I hate SpongeBob so much.
So they had a remaster of that. Okay, so what was the second day?
The second day was actually during the Stadia event, which was a bit of a disappointment for me, anyways. But
yeah, we'll touch on Stadia after.
that was the new Darksiders game, Darksiders Genesis.
Yes, so they showed off that it's not a sequel; it's a spin-off.
I don't know about that.
No, they talked about
That's what they
it,
said?
yeah.
Okay. Because here's the thing. You are playing Strife. So it's following the fact that, this is the next Horseman that we're seeing. But it is also not, what we saw with Darksiders before.
Yeah, it's different.
Yeah, it's different. It's Diablo-esque twin-stick shooter style.
And that's cool.
And with Strife, it makes sense because Strife is a lot of handguns and range weapons, so it makes sense that it's going to be a twin stick.
Yeah.
And of anything that could work for it.
Yes.
It looks like a lot of fun with the small bit of gameplay
They
shown.
showed off, yeah.
And of course, Darksiders, it's probably going to be
Pretty grim.
grim-ish, yeah.
And gritty and dark. So
But
yeah,
it is it is technically at home too, because this one's going to be done by Airship Games, who are better known for Battle Chasers, and that is the creator of the Darksider series. That's his company.
So that's good. So I'm intrigued to see more on that. And then the third game, their last game.
Their last game was something that I am so happy for.
Yeah, a return to form.
Yes. Destroy All Humans remastered, or not remastered, a brand new
over the top experience, and I'm so fucking pumped because we have not seen
this
Destroy
one
All
is a
Human
full
for a
out
long
remake.
time.
Yeah, and this is a full out remake. So we get a new Destroy All Humans. We get to see name, the alien's name. Can't remember.
The alien. I don't know.
It's been that's the problem. It's been so long, I forgot his name.
Well, the problem was the good games were not the last gen, but the generation before.
And yeah, it's gonna be open world. Like they've already confirmed, it's gonna be open world. It's gonna have a lot of that dark humor that
the games we're known for.
I'm expecting the anal probe to come back.
Well, yes.
If it doesn't, I'll be disappointed.
Because it's THQ Nordic, and they really don't care. So.
And my favorite thing out of this whole presentation was the fact that they used Rammstein, and that just was awesome.
Yeah.
I'm excited for that one. I've watched that trailer at least 4 times over an hour.
Yes.
So
it looks great.
Very, very excited.
So yeah, I'm super pumped for that. So, so THQ Nordic making huge strides, which is awesome. They have a bunch of other IPs that they bought recently, so we're probably gonna be expecting more stuff from them in the coming months. Because they bought Kingdom of Amalur IP. I would want I'd want a remastered for the Switch, so I could have Kingdom of Amalur on the shitter.
There is a problem with the Kingdom of Amalur. In order to do a remastered, they do have to work with EA. Because EA apparently has the rights for Awakening. But if they want to do a new game...
Yeah, that'd be fine. I'm fine with either or.
I hope they get Todd McFarlane and the writer back. Top of my head.
Yeah.
The tricks. Crap.
The power of the internet is at my fingertips.
The guy.
Yeah, the power of internet's right here.
The guy. But no, I don't care. I'm fine. Either a remaster of the original or a brand new game. Yeah. I'm pumped for that. So yeah, I'm excited to see what else THQ Nordic does in the coming while. All right.
Fucking Poland.
Stadia.
Okay, I know you said Poland, but it's just like you said Poland at first.
You heard me right, Polish people.
We're gonna
Screw you.
We're gonna eat your
Alright,
Polish
Salvatore.
sausages.
R.A. Salvatore.
Yeah, there we go.
Oh, hey, the guy from D&D, yeah.
Yeah.
But talking about Stadia, I'm kind of excited for it. I want to buy the 170 Founders Pack.
You just want whatever statues with.
There's no statue with it.
What?
It's
a new system to play games, kind of.
Oh, the Google thing.
But it's not
Okay, so what comes in the
It's-
box for the 100, like the Pro version, is you get a Chromecast. So you get a 4K Chromecast, you get a controller, the Stadia controller, and you also get 3 months of Stadia Pro. And also first dibs to your Stadia name.
And 3 months of Stadia Pro for a friend.
Oh yes, there's that
So
also.
3 months for you, 3 months to
for your
gift.
friend. Okay, so this is where my the whole 2-tier system. This is where my problem is. You have to pay full price for the game, or whatever. You have to pay a price for the game, and then on top of that, you have to. If you do the free, like there's 2 tiers. So if you do the free option, you don't get priority gameplay. If you do the $10 a month for the Pro, you get priority. So if there's, let's say, a new game comes out, like what's a new game? Let's say Days Gone.
Okay.
It is going to come out. Or Doom Eternal, because
Yeah,
that's
we'll
coming
go
out.
with Doom Eternal.
Okay, so
'cause that's
Doom
actually
Eternal
fun.
comes out. There's a shitload of people that are excited to play this. You spend your $80 to buy the game, and then it comes out, and let's say there's
Small round numbers.
100,000 people that bought the game, and you just have the free version. If there's way too much traffic, and the pro people take priority over the free version, you still had to pay full price for the game, and I'm like,
Game stream.
It is.
yeah,
It's all game
yeah,
streaming.
it's all game streaming because you don't have any part of the game on your system because your Chromecast is just a streamable device, so you're connecting to Google servers, and then they do all the processing.
I don't like that.
But it all depends on the price of the game. So if they sell me Doom Eternal for, let's say, $40, then that's fine, and I'd be more inclined to do that. But you have to pay the whole $10 a month.
I'm just thinking like that bad internet.
Actually, they came up to what internet would be needed for that. If the most you will need is 35 megabits a second for 4K, like
60.
resolution, 60 frames, surround sound. The minimum requirement for 720p gameplay is 10 megabits a second.
Yeah.
Which that's almost DSL speed. So pretty much everyone could play 720. The average Canadian speed for internet household connection is 110.
Yeah. So it's the speed is not the issue. It's the whole priority. It is having to pay for priority.
Yeah.
And I'm like, if I'm paying full price for the game, I don't want to have to pay more money per month just for service. So, and also other questions of, for that $10 a month, am I getting anything extra? Like, am I getting free games, or am I getting this or that?
The $10 a month they do say will include a library of games, much akin to kind of like Netflix. There was no word on if there would be AAA titles or if it would just be indie titles, but there will be games available for the $10 a month, just part of it.
There, so that makes it worth it. So if you have access to, let's say, 50 games, that's cool. 20, it's kind of like Game Pass on the Xbox. So that's fine. So, but I still want to see a bunch of different things.
So with the Stadia, this is what we know is coming. So we know Odyssey is coming. Assassin's Creed Odyssey.
Assassin's Creed Odyssey, because that was part of their trial run at the end of last year. So they showed off Odyssey.
And we do have Baldur's Gate 3, which was announced.
Oh my
during their
god! Return to form. It's been Baldur's Gate 2 came out in 2000?
2001.
2001.
And let's be real, the studio they announced making it is what sold me on it.
Yeah.
It's the makers of Divinity 2. Divinity 2 is an amazing CRPG in that style, and they did pretty much everything right in my opinion.
Yes.
And now they're making Baldur's Gate 3. It is just orgasmic.
Yeah, so it is going to be glorious. So I'm super excited for Baldur's Gate 3. And also PC Game Show, they're going to be talking about Baldur's Gate 3.
Awesome. So that's actually something to be excited for tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm actually really excited for PC Game Show this year because there's going to be a lot of awesome companies that are going to be there. I'm hoping CD Projekt Red is there talking about actual.
Well, this year for
Cyberpunk?
PC gaming, unlike last year and the year before, they did mention they want to focus more on software than hardware, if I remember right.
Yeah.
So they want to show more of what's coming to PC than be like, hey, you can upgrade your PC with this.
Yeah, but I don't remember what they talked about for hardware last year.
They showed off the new AMD GPUs.
Last year?
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty sure they did.
About 90% sure.
I
Then again, you passed out halfway through.
don't remember. I know this year AMD is going to have a press conference at the show to talk about Navi.
Let's
and
be
a lot of
real.
things.
We were really drunk for PC gaming last year.
Well, yeah, because it was in the middle of the day. So we are that sad. Okay, so, but whatever. I'm excited for Baldur's Gate at PC.
So,
all right,
Baldur's Gate 3,
cool.
Borderlands 3.
Okay, so Randy Pitchford is not making his case.
We'll get to him at some other time.
So
it's E3, it's happy moments.
Okay, so Borderlands 3. We're not going to talk about the controversy of the Epic Store. So, Borderlands 3 is coming to Stadia.
Stadia, yeah. The Crew 2 from Ubisoft.
Cool.
Darksiders Genesis. That you mentioned. Destiny 2, which we have to talk a little bit about as well.
Yeah, like, I really don't feel like spending money on Destiny 2 because...
Well, that's the point. That's what we have to talk about. Because it's going free to play.
Yeah, but I already got it free to play on my PC. Because when they...
Yeah,
I spent $100 on it. I pre-ordered.
Well, no.
Anyways.
Freaking...
Humble Monthly gave it like 5 or 6 months ago.
Yeah, and also Blizzard... fuck. It was on the Battle.net store that it was free for... about a month.
Yeah, I'm assuming that's when that started happening. That was around the time that they were already in the works of leaving. But the whole thing of that,
price that I pre-ordered has been
Destiny 2 is going to go free to play. The first set of content is also going to be free to play. But the newest expansions that are coming out, that's going to be a little bit extra.
Yeah.
So that's how they're going to work it out in a post-Activision day.
Yeah, and that makes sense.
So aside from that, Doom.
So Bethesda's coming in a big way. We get Doom.
And Doom 2 Eternal.
Doom Eternal. Not Doom 2.
Doom Eternal.
Yes.
And then Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2, Elder Scrolls Online, Farming Simulator 19.
Woo! Farming Simulator!
Drive your tractor! Collect some hay!
Combine harvesters.
Yeah!
Don't forget plows.
Get a...
She thinks Sly's tractor's sexy.
Goddamn. Final Fantasy 15.
Yeah.
Football Manager. Get Packed, which is...
That's dirty.
Get Packed is... think Overcooked, but helping a friend move.
Okay.
Yo, it looks weird.
Grid, the new Grid that's coming out, the remake.
Wait, there's a new Grid coming out?
Yeah. There's a new Grid, and it's a remake.
You know what we need a new one of? But fuck Disney? Split Second.
Yes. It's a great game, and they just killed it.
New game from Tequila Works called Guilt, which looks ridiculous. I can't wait to see more of that.
Ugh.
Just Dance. Metro Exodus. Look that up.
From Deep Silver. MK11.
Yeah.
That
Mortal
just
Kombat
came
11. NBA 2K. Power Rangers Battle for the Grid. Rage 2. Rise of the Tomb Raider. Samurai Showdown.
Is that the new one that's just about to come out?
Shadow of the Tomb Raider. That's the latest one.
No, for Samurai Showdown.
Samurai Showdown, that is the new one.
Okay. Ghost Recon, the new Breaking Point.
Ghost Recon Breakpoint. The Division 2. Tomb Raider Definitive. Thumper. Don't know what that one is. Trials Rising. And Wolfenstein Youngblood. Surprisingly, you don't see the other two Wolfensteins on there. But, hey, that is a solid list for launch titles.
What, you mean Stadia's not gonna support VR so I can play Cyber Pilot on it?
No. No VR.
Good thing I got it pre-ordered on PS4.
Yeah. I don't know. I still want to get my hands on to see how it's gonna work. Also, the pricing of the actual games. That's the other big thing. I want to see what it's gonna cost for each game.
Yeah.
Because
I would hope it's at not a retail price.
Yeah, if it's $80 for something, no.
Yeah, that's way too much. If you're not getting.
Well, because you don't know when Google's servers are gonna go down. Because
they're going to take over the world.
last week, we had YouTube go down for a couple hours. You know?
Never even noticed.
I know, I didn't play
North America wide, it went down for a couple hours.
But, you know, if they're going to be streaming the games and stuff, it should definitely be at a lesser price than if you're going to either buy a downloadable digital edition or...
Well, yeah, and also, like, they talked about the mobile devices of streaming it on your phone, and the only phones that can do it are the Pixel phones.
For now.
For now. You have to buy a Pixel phone for now.
Which...
I mean, I've seen the Pixels in action. They're pretty good.
The thing...
But I don't want to buy a Pixel phone.
The thing I can see is they have the Pixel 4 coming around the corner, right? So they're probably going to keep the exclusivity until the Pixel 4 comes out, and then be like, hey, play it on Pixel 4, the best way to play it on mobile, and then keep that going for, like, I don't know, 6 months, and then be like, oh, hey, these phones can do it now too.
Yeah.
But, you know, have it exclusive on their brand new spanking phone for a while.
Yeah. But I also don't want to just be on my data and playing around.
Oh man, imagine just on your data and playing this.
Yeah, like, in a month, I get 4 freaking gigs. You know?
Oh fuck,
I've
that's
had
gonna...
a phone. No, never had data.
I've had data for the past, like, 6, 7 years.
I don't. This is my problem, my issue. Like, if I need my phone, I'm usually near Wi-Fi.
Yeah, well. So yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I want to actually play with it before I go, yeah, this is
Yeah,
So.
that's fair. That's fair.
cool. And also, like, most of the games that they announced they're multi-plat games, so it's not like I can't play them anywhere else.
Yeah, they do have exclusives coming, because we know Jim
Yeah,
Raymond has her studio.
That's just it.
And that's going to be one of the bigger
Yeah, well, they
events.
should have, like, when they had the big reveal, they should have had one of their exclusives to really hype the people up to go, holy fuck, I need this.
More or less.
Like, they showed off everything that was multi-plat, and I was just like, you know, cool, but should have let off with a full-blown exclusive that only on Stadia. Like what Microsoft does, or Sony, or Nintendo. So yeah.
That pretty much covers everything that we've
seen. Yeah, like there was
at least here so far.
There wasn't that much else. Well, we are getting that port of
Pokemon Gun. Goddamn.
we are getting that remaster of I can't fucking speak. We're getting the remaster of Ni no Kuni for the Switch and the PS4.
Oh yeah, that part is true. We're getting that as well.
I am so freaking excited for that. I am so pumped to replay that game.
There's just one little asterisk on what you're saying. It's a remaster on the PS4 and a port of the PS3 on the Switch.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so we're getting the better version of PS4.
Yeah, that's portable.
There's Level 5 Studios too, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're cloud and stuff.
Yeah. Well, they were the ones that made it anyways from the beginning, so...
Yeah, their art
perfect.
style is amazing.
Yeah, I'm a huge fan of Level 5.
So I'm fine either way. It wasn't that. It was all right on the PS.
And also, we do know of a rumor.
A rumor?
It's rumored right now.
My.
It hasn't been fully confirmed.
Oh my!
We might be seeing at Microsoft in this case. But From Software is going to be working with Miyazaki, who we all know from Studio Ghibli, and with Ni no Kuni, stuff like that. And George R.R. Martin of Game of Thrones fame.
Yes.
So, what the fuck kind of twisted motherfucking thing is this?
I don't... It's gonna be fucked.
It'll be interesting to see if it takes place in Westeros or not.
I doubt it.
I do as well, but just like...
So, do you know what's gonna happen to his 2 other Game of Thrones books? Literally, he should just find a ghostwriter like Tom Clancy and then just, get them finished.
Yeah.
probably what's gonna happen.
So if no, I'm not going to go there. That's just going to make me sound stupid.
Because he's what?
Oh, I was going to say like because Tom Clancy's dead, does he like ghosts in?
Oh my god, that's
and-
horrible. Yes,
Yeah.
he Patrick Swayze's himself.
He Patrick Swayze's them.
Yeah, he
Where it's-
you know
Oh my god!
they mold the game.
It's
Yeah,
oh
and then
see
my
myself out.
darling.
what?
I'm gonna see myself out. This is just disturbing now.
Yeah. I had the time of my life.
Wrong movie.
Wrong movie.
Oh
Let's
yeah.
see.
That's
Oh,
Dirty Dancing.
My darling.
Oh yeah. Okay, whatever. So George R.R. Martin is making a From Software game, so I'm guessing it's gonna be fucked and
Fucked.
Hit the bottle. You're gonna hit the bottle.
Kobe,
no.
Was that even on camera? I didn't look at the camera.
I don't know if it got on camera, but
I
You
think
just
it
wanna see
went
the
over.
bottle.
Hit the bottle cap.
It's just a bottle going through.
Okay, so yeah, I'm intrigued to see something.
So yeah. All right. So we have another 3 hours until
it's 5
Microsoft
o'clock our
comes
time?
out. 5 o'clock our time. So
Yes, we're gonna have
I'd
the
say-
pre-show at 4:30 because that's when.
yeah, and we got a lot of shit to talk about. For,
Yeah, because Microsoft
What-
is literally going to be 2 hours long.
So in the meantime, how about we play some games?
We'll play some games and I'm gonna get another drink
Yeah,
because it's E3 and we need to drink.
and it's 5 o'clock somewheres.
And
Yeah, it is 5 o'clock in England.
I mean, we've been drinking for a little bit already.
I've had a
one drink.
beer.
I've had a
All right.
drink.
Get me a beer too. While you're up. Let's do this.
I'm gonna